Next, and for the last part of this unit, or, we can say, the last part of this chapter we have specification 4, which says, describe the transfer of substances between blood and capillaries, tissue fluid and body cells. So now we need to explore how the transfer of substances occurs in capillaries. We also need to find out what tissue fluid is and how this exchange takes place between this tissue fluid and blood cells. So, first let's discuss what tissue fluid actually is. Plasma, the pale, straw-colored liquid that makes up about 55% of blood, is around 95% water, allowing many substances to dissolve and be carried in the blood. As blood flows through capillaries, some plasma is forced out through tiny gaps in the capillary walls due to pressure. This leaked fluid collects around body cells and becomes tissue fluid. Tissue fluid is similar to plasma but contains far fewer proteins, as most proteins are too large to pass through the capillary wall. It bathes the cells outside the circulatory system and fills the small spaces between them, allowing substances to move efficiently between blood and cells. For example, carbon dioxide from respiring cells dissolves in tissue fluid and then diffuses into nearby capillaries. Note that, the blood itself stays within the vessels, while only some plasma leaks out to form tissue fluid for exchange. Now let's talk about the exchange of materials between capillaries, tissue fluid, and body cells. So, substances are exchanged between the blood, tissue fluid, and body cells mainly through diffusion. Capillaries form a dense network that runs between and around body cells. Their thin walls, only 1 cell thick, allow plasma to leak out and form tissue fluid, which fills the small spaces between the capillaries and the surrounding cells. This ensures that each body cell is surrounded by tissue fluid, with capillaries lying very close to them. Oxygen and nutrients move from the blood into the tissue fluid and then into the cells, while waste products such as carbon dioxide move from the cells into the tissue fluid and then back into the blood in the capillaries. As shown in the diagram here, tissue fluid is formed at the arterial end of the capillary and most of it is reabsorbed at the venous end. High pressure at the arterial end forces plasma out of the capillary, creating tissue fluid that bathes the body cells. The capillary wall is only 1 cell thick, which makes it easy for oxygen, nutrients, and waste products to move between the blood and the tissue fluid. Large molecules, such as plasma proteins, stay inside the capillary and create a pull that draws most of the tissue fluid back at the venous end. Red blood cells remain in the capillary lumen, and the blood flows from the arterial end toward the venous end, ensuring a continuous exchange of substances between blood and body cells. So remember that, this formation and reabsorption of tissue fluid in capillaries ensure the body cells receive oxygen and nutrients while removing waste efficiently. This continuous exchange between blood, tissue fluid, and cells is essential for maintaining the body's proper function and homeostasis. Alright, that brings us to the end of Unit 11.4 on blood, and with this, we've officially completed Chapter 11, Transport in Humans. As a reminder, the topical notes for this chapter are available in the description or pinned comments, so make sure to give them a look. Thank you for watching, and I'll meet you again in the next lesson.